What does it mean to truly indulge in luxury and decadence? Is it a reflection of our desires or a critique of our materialistic tendencies? As we journey through the grandeur of guilt, the opulence of historical extravagance, and the excess of modern luxury, we find ourselves questioning the very nature of decadence. It is a fantastical fusion of fashion and fantasy, a dialogue between object and observer that mirrors our exaggerated desires. Today, we delve into the world of Marko Stout's painting, The Dance of Decadence with a Man, Woman, and Ostrich, to explore these concepts further. At the heart of this painting, we find three main characters: a man, a woman, and quite curiously, an ostrich. These figures, bathed in the grandeur of guilt, are depicted amidst historical opulence and modern luxury, a spectacle of decadence that is both mesmerizing and thought-provoking. The man and woman, their identities shrouded behind oversized sunglasses, are dressed in jeweled attire that sparkles with an almost otherworldly glamour. Their veiled faces reflect our gaze, turning the observer into the observed and challenging us to confront our own fascination with material wealth. In stark contrast to these human figures, we find an ostentatious ostrich, its plumage a riot of color and texture that is impossible to ignore. This unlikely character serves as a symbol of willful blindness, a critique of our collective tendency to ignore the excesses of our materialistic pursuits in favor of surface-level glamour. The backdrop of the painting, steeped in the aesthetics of classical art, contrasts sharply with the modern subjects, creating a surreal juxtaposition that emphasizes the dialogue between object and observer. This conversation, initiated by Stout's brushstrokes, invites us to reflect on our own perceptions of luxury and decadence. Through this painting, Stout not only showcases the aesthetic of abundance that characterizes our age, but also challenges us to question it. Stout masterfully blends the classic and contemporary, creating a dialogue between the object and the observer, and inviting us to question our own perceptions of luxury and decadence. In the age of abundance, Stout's painting stands as a mirror to our society's aesthetic. A tableau of opulence, it weaves a tale of grandeur that challenges our ideals of luxury. It whispers of the guilt of historical opulence, the extravagant excess of modern luxury, and the fantastical fusion of fashion and fantasy. Here we see a contemporary Baroque style, reminiscent of the audacious creations of Jeff Koons. Returning to the painting's characters, their jeweled attire and oversized sunglasses serve as symbols of our willful blindness to excess, a critique of our materialistic tendencies. The ostentatious ostrich, a whimsical element, adds to the surrealism, accentuating the dialogue between object and observer. As we step back from the dance of decadence, we are left with more questions than answers. What does luxury mean to you? And at what point does indulgence become decadence? In the end, perhaps the answers lie not in the painting, but in our own reflections.